Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Wednesday live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, we'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to talk about third-party wallets today. That seems to be a sticky subject with some users when it comes to having to manage their crypto using a third-party wallet. I'm going to demystify that and explain to you that using third-party wallets is actually better than the built-in software that comes with either Ledger or Trezor. So we'll dive into that today. But of course, first we're going to hit the news. There's been a bit of a pullback in the crypto market, so we're going to cover that. And I'm going to take your questions and do my very best to get to all of your problems, see if we can't solve your issues here live. So I'm here again with the rig. I apologize. Last week, I did not do a Wednesday live stream. I was doing a little bit of one-on-one consulting, and I ended up having two jobs that were kind of back-to-back, and the first one went a bit long, so I didn't really have a chance to do the live stream in the morning, and then after those two sessions, I was a little bit exhausted. I'll tell you that the first session did not end in success with what we were trying to do. I was trying to help someone recover crypto that they had lost access to, but the second one worked just fine. She had reset her hardware device a couple of times and really wasn't sure how to regain access to her crypto. Well, she had about 4 different seed phrases, and so we just kind of poked around and figured out which seed phrase had her crypto, and voila, her access was restored. So if any of you need help with your wallets or with things that you may have done wrong with your crypto, please shoot me an email. My email is in the description below, thecryptodad@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you. Usually I can help you just with an email exchange, but if you need something more, I am available for paid consulting sessions. So anyway, let's jump over. I want to thank everyone that's here today. Kenny was here early and is still here. Thanks for being here. Good to have you as always. Thank you again for all of the news. Let's see. Andreas is here. Good to have you. Frank Piazza. Wonderful to have Frank here today. Emmanuel, another repeat viewer. Kelly P. also been in before. Goofy Dude. I think I've seen you in here. So I'm glad to have you guys here. It's always nice. Feels like family to have you guys here. It's like kind of putting on a nice warm pair of slippers and sit down with my friends and just talk about crypto and the news. So if you've never been in my live stream before, check out the description down below. I've got a lot of goodies, some overviews of what we're going to be talking about, some affiliate links if you're interested in any of these products, like signing up for Coinbase to dip your toe in the crypto market, or getting a hardware wallet like a Ledger Nano X or Ledger Nano S Plus, or perhaps a Tangem Wallet or the Trezor. I've got all the major hardware wallet affiliate links down here. If you're interested in any of these products, please feel free to use my link. You don't even have to buy anything, but if you just want to check these out, I invite you to use my link, and if you end up making a purchase, it will benefit me and the channel. Thank you so much. Also, we've got some stories lined up that are linked down here below if you want to read the entire story. If you don't think if you're interested in kind of diving in a little more than I do. So let's jump in real quick. Let's jump into the news. I want to get this covered and get straight to taking your questions and talking about third-party stuff. So as you can see right now, Bitcoin is hovering around 63,000. It was a little below 63,000 earlier this morning, and then it was up flirting with 64 about an hour ago, and it's just sort of fluctuating. Down about 10,000 from its all-time high set last week at 73,000, but that's to be expected. So let's just go through everything. This is not the right story. Let's see what we got here. This is the one I'm looking for. BTC price dip hits 17.5% as week's Bitcoin ETF net flows near outflows near 500 million. Bitcoin bulls brace for macro turbulence with the Bitcoin price correction passing 12,000 versus recent all-time highs. Let's see. Bitcoin threatened a fresh breakdown through 61,000 on March 20th as analysts warn that support could crack. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView tracked another night of BTC price losses. These so far bottoming at 60,760 on Bitstamp, now down 17.5% versus its all-time highs. BTC US dollar continued to feel selling pressure thanks to several key headwinds. These include outflows from the United States' spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, ETFs, and the March 20 decision on interest rates by the Federal Reserve. While the outcome of the Federal Open Market Committee meeting is all but guaranteed, Fed Chair Jerome Powell's subsequent commentary is under the microscope for risk assets. With the Fed meeting less than 24 hours away, it's unlikely the Fed changes rates tomorrow. However, all eyes will be on the guidance. After the recent events, we maintain the view that it is far too soon to pivot. The latest estimates from CME Group's FedWatch tool put the chances of a pivot or return to rate cuts at just 1% for March 20 and 9.1 for the next FOMC gathering in May. So the good news is that they've pretty much decided not to continue to raise rates, but whether or not they're going to turn around and start to lower them again is the big question, and that's kind of what everyone is hoping. Of course, lower rates kind of helps the stock market in general because it's cheaper to borrow money, things loosen up a little bit. So most of the risk asset traders are looking for a lowering of rates, and any indication that they might not do it as soon as they thought could be bad for the markets. Bad as far as not good, right? We don't really look at fundamentals that much anymore like we used to back in the old days when you evaluated a company. Was it a good company? Was it run well? Does it make a profit? Does it build something that people need? People don't look at that stuff anymore. It's all just kind of a big casino, and everyone hangs on the words of the Fed as to whether they're going to raise or lower interest rates. So be it. Well, of course, market news affects Bitcoin markets now because a lot of institutional investors are invested in Bitcoin through ETFs. So we're going to see the market news affecting the price of Bitcoin more and more as we go forward. Let's take a look at this story just to sort of recap everything. Bitcoin registers biggest single-day loss since FTX collapse. Spot BTC ETFs witnessed record outflows on Tuesday. That was yesterday. Provisional data from Farside show. Bitcoin fell over 8% on Tuesday, its biggest single-day percentage slide since November of 2022. Now, this is kind of to be expected because last week we were just shattering records over and over, new all-time highs, new of inflows, all kinds of records were just being shattered last week on the upside. So it only makes sense for these pullbacks to sort of be record pullbacks. And you have to realize that the crypto market has always been very volatile. And so record highs are always followed by jarring pullbacks, right? So this is something, if you're new to crypto, you should take note of this, right? Leading cryptocurrency bar market fell. We kind of went over Bitcoin being pulled back, and you might want to read this. I just wanted to point out this record that occurred yesterday. And as you can see, we're now at 63,819. So the market is fluctuating. Let's see what they've got over here on Cointelegraph. We'll just do a quick refresh. And yeah, I mean, 63,700. And over here on CoinDesk, we got 63,800. I would also like to point out, I get a lot of people that ask me this question about the price of Bitcoin. They get really kind of OCD about the price, like they look in Ledger Live and they see the price of Bitcoin and it's not exactly the same as they see somewhere else on Coinbase or, on one of these news sites, and they think there's some problem, oh my God, the price of my Bitcoin is not correct. And, just need to understand that there really is no set price for Bitcoin. It varies depending on where the price is coming from. CoinDesk is a crypto news website as well as Cointelegraph, and they get their current price based on a lot of factors, a lot of exchanges and things like that. So don't think that the price of Bitcoin is a set thing. And if your indicator in your wallet like Ledger Live or Trezor Suite is off by a few dollars, it's really not going to make a big difference. Crypto is worth whatever you can get for it when you put it on an exchange. So don't be so obsessed that the prices are not syncing up. It's not a big deal. Let's also talk about Ether ETFs. That's one of the factors, I think, affecting the market as a whole. When we look at that, there was a lot of anticipation leading up to Bitcoin ETFs being approved, and there has been a lot of activity in Bitcoin ETFs since then, and there was also a lot of anticipation for Ethereum ETFs, Ethereum being the number 2 crypto. And so any news to the upside or downside of that will affect the market. And here we have a news story saying that they may be delayed from what people were expecting, right? ETFs may be delayed as institutions are unprepared. This is a Web3 exec. While spot Ether ETF applications could see further delays, approval is just a matter of time, according to CEO of Umoja. And that seems to be the consensus, but people are impatient, and even though it's pretty much a done deal, whether it's sooner or later, people want sooner than later, right? The approval of spot Ethereum exchange-traded funds could be delayed beyond the final deadline in May, as large financial institutions lack the internal strategy to position for approval. Robbie Greenfield, the CEO of smart money protocol Umoja, told Cointelegraph, "What makes it difficult for institutions to position themselves advantageously with Bitcoin, Ether, and cryptocurrencies generally is that they can't facilitate the same market manipulating functions as with previous commodities. You can't create paper Bitcoin like you can create paper gold." And there we have it, right? Companies vying for an Ether ETF include BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, ARC 21 shares, Invest Callisto, Invesco, Galaxy, Van Eck, Hashdex, and Franklin Templeton. Bloomberg ETF analysis James Seffart expects the current Ether ETF approvals to be declined in late May, according to a March 19th X post. So that's kind of also affecting the sentiment in the market, is the disappointment of the delay in the approval of Ethereum ETFs. I also wanted to cover this story real quick. The Apple co-founder wins against YouTube in Bitcoin scam lawsuit. I don't know if any of you are familiar with these scams they run on YouTube, and it hasn't been that long since I've had someone in either my live stream or one of my videos tell me that they were seeing one of those as an ad on one of my videos. And it's quite disappointing to me that these scams are still able to fly under the YouTube flag, automated flags or AI flags or whatever they're using to flag content that needs to be removed from YouTube. And these scams are basically videos that show someone famous talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like that. And then over on the side, they will have QR codes or addresses, and they'll say, send your Bitcoin to this address to get double. And they'll just have like a chart, like send 0.1 Bitcoin and get 0.2 Bitcoin, send 1 Bitcoin, get 2 Bitcoin. And basically they're just scams. If you send your crypto to those addresses, you won't get anything back. But Steve Wozniak, who is the co-founder of Apple, had sued YouTube because these scammers were using his image in these videos. And he's won a preliminary victory in this court case. The San Jose Appeals Court ruled that YouTube cannot rely on a contentious communication statute to absolve itself of liability for a fraud that exploited the Apple co-founder's popularity using a doctored video to scam people. So basically, YouTube was claiming that, what is it? Absolved. They were saying, oh, well, it's not our problem, right? We're not liable for this. And it's funny that they would take that position after all of the takedowns and things that, and deplatforming and demonetizing and de-emphasizing and all of the things that they've done to creators in the name of their liability. They say, oh, well, we can't have this sort of content, and then to try to claim that they're not responsible for these blatant scams that are running on their platform. The latest verdict allows Wozniak to continue the lawsuit against the video streaming platform and potentially paves the way for a charge in the federal law protecting video streaming professionals such as YouTube from any liability that comes along with videos posted on the platform. The Apple co-founder and 17 others, including Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Michael Dell, filed a lawsuit against YouTube and its parent company Google in 2020 after doctored videos promoting a fake scam went viral on YouTube. Now, a lot of people will blame crypto for these things. There's so many scams in crypto. Well, this really has nothing to do with crypto. It's just manipulating people's fear and greed, and scamming them out of their hard-earned money, whether it's crypto or whether it's dollars. This kind of stuff is as old as the hills, right? There's always people out there grifting, taking advantage of people's greed and fear, and their lack of knowledge in many respects, right? So I thought this was interesting. I even suffered some ill effects in 2021. My channel was yanked off YouTube in the middle of one of my live streams. I don't really know why. But it was quite distressing to me. There was really not much I could do about it except appeal the decision. And once you file an appeal, there's nothing more you can do. So it's quite upsetting to be yanked off the air, for your YouTube channel. And after 36 days, I got a reply back from YouTube saying, we did this in error. You did not violate our policies, and sorry, YouTubers rely on YouTube for their channels and their livelihoods in many cases. And so it is quite distressing when we're dealing with these types of situations. And a lot of this was related to the fact that back in 2019 and 2020, YouTube was very leery of anybody that was doing any kind of crypto-related content. And my channel had been on the air since 2017 doing educational self-custody content. I never shill coins or really, encourage people to invest or send me anything. I just give them advice mostly on hardware wallets and troubleshooting. And my channel kind of sucked into this vortex of whatever it is that YouTube was leery of. They thought I was doing, but this was a different time. Crypto is much more mainstream now. Even Facebook pulled any kind of advertisements for any crypto-related products off their platform in 2018. A lot of that kind of stuff was really harmful to the crypto market. And so, this little pullback due to the fact that we, got a little ahead of ourselves is not a big deal to me compared to the things that were happening several years back where everyone thought crypto was a scam. YouTube was yanking crypto videos. Facebook was yanking ads that were, that kind of stuff is in the past. So, but I thought that this was kind of an interesting story. And please be aware of these kind of scams. Don't ever send crypto to anyone in a YouTube video that says, hey, send me crypto. It's just like, just don't do it. Anyway, saw Scott jump in. Good to have Scott here as always. Let's see, Chirp, thank you. You helped me for Tangem, thank you. Can you do a video on how to swap CAS on Tangem to UST and then transfer to Uphold? Well, we can sort of take a look at that real quick. I don't think I've shared my phone here. Let me see if I can get that going. Get this done, and we'll see if we can get this going. It's not that difficult. I did it the other day. When I saw the market dropping, I decided to go ahead and move my CAS to Stablecoin, hoping that I can catch it on the dip. Whether or not that will be successful, I don't know. But basically, what the first thing you'll need to do is enable a stablecoin in the Tangem Wallet. So let me see, where's that? Okay, over here. Let me just see if I can undo this. Let me just undo it real quick so you can kind of see what I've done here. Actually, it won't ask me for the card because I have previously done this. Well, it's not going to make the US dollar coin. Well, maybe it won't. Basically, so if you're looking at a wallet, well, let's just do it over in this wallet. So if you've got Kaspa in your wallet and you would like to sell the stablecoin, the first thing you'll need to do is enable stablecoin in the wallet, the stablecoin that you need. And I think your question was, you just said USDT. Now, the best USDT is the lower fee USDT based on Polygon or Solana. So basically what you do is go down here to manage tokens and then search for US dollar coin. And there it is. You can pull it down here, and you can see I have the Avalanche chain highlighted, but these are all the different chains. Now, the Ethereum chain, you can do it if you want to. If you've got, if you need to transfer it somewhere that will only accept Ethereum-based US dollar coin, then I guess you could enable that if you want to, but you're much better off with a Solana based, or probably the most flexible is the Polygon based US dollar coin. So we'll hit save, and then it's okay, it didn't ask me to bring the card up. Sometimes it will ask you to authorize with the card, but I think that since I had already done it previously with the Avalanche US dollar coin, it didn't need that anymore, right? It's already exported the public information for those coins. But now you can see here that I have a US dollar coin in here. I've got it as Ethereum, and I've got it as Polygon, and that would be your best bet. So basically you would just go into your Kaspa if you had a balance, and well, let's go back over to this wallet. There is a small balance there. So we would just go into Kaspa, hit swap, and then choose the correct token that you want to swap for. And in my case, notice there that they don't support the Solana-based US dollar coin in this wallet for Kaspa, right? So with Tangem, you're going to run into some issues where not every coin that you want to swap for is supported in the wallet. So sometimes you might have to, try a different couple things till you get the one that you're after. But in this case, for me, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with Polygon-based US dollar coin. And then, you can just tap your, well, I guess you can't do that. Oh, if you tap here, you can say maximum amount if you want to do it that way. And it's going to use change now. Now, if you tap here where it says change now, you can see that you also have the option of using Changely. I'll stick with change now. And this does not happen right inside your wallet the way it may seem that way, but when you do this swap, you are actually sending your CAS token to the Changely centralized exchange. It says CEX, which means centralized exchange. You are actually sending your CAS to them, and then you're going to perform a trade on their platform, and then the results of that swap will be sent back to your wallet. So don't think that your wallet is actually swapping coins. That's impossible, right? Because a crypto wallet does not have any liquidity or market maker functionality, right? All of that kind of stuff happens on exchanges or decentralized exchanges. And in this case, we're using a centralized exchange. So we just hit swap, and then we're going to need to bring the card to the back of the phone. I believe it's this one. We'll just do that. Bring your card back. Hold it for about 2 beats. Whoops. Oh, wrong card. Okay, let's use the right card, right? Hold it for about 2 beats. Oh, okay, I see where we are. We're this card. All right, so bring it back, hold it for about 2 beats, and then you'll be good. And kind of notice what happens. You're going to see this in progress, and when you close it, you'll notice the CASP will disappear. And then when you go back, you may not see the results of your trade right away. It's going to be like empty. But just give it a few minutes. Like I said, you sent the CASPA to the CEX, the centralized exchange, and then it takes a couple of minutes for the coin to come back to you. This should go from 1858 to, like, I think 1868, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's already in there. I'm not sure. Let's see the exchange there. I think we already got it, or maybe that was earlier. Yeah. Anyhow, it will end up back in the wallet shortly, and that's it. And now that you've got it in the form that you want, like US dollar coin, you can just go to Coinbase and, well, let's go to regular Coinbase, just a little easier to make a deposit. Just go to transfer and receive crypto, and you want to switch to US dollar coin. And when you're in US dollar coin, you just want to tell them that you want to receive it on the Polygon network. Although this is kind of for show because the address is the same. But go ahead and go through the switch to Polygon, and then you'll see the receiving address will pop up. I don't know why it's taking so long, but hopefully it will. There. Oh, okay. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, be prepared for weird stuff. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Let's just refresh. All right, let's do this again. We want to receive Polygon on the Polygon network. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the address that you send to. And at this point, you can just pick up your Tangem wallet and do a send. Oh, well, maybe you can't. I need Polygon in here for that. Okay, that could be an issue. Let's see. In this case, I think I can swap some of this for Polygon, which is what I need. Right, it's a little bit of it, maybe $10 worth. Yeah, let's go ahead. This will be happening on a decentralized exchange. They usually, I think, will use a decentralized exchange if they can. Okay, unable. Okay, so I'm going to have to transfer some Polygon in here, and I don't have another. Let's see. Let's do it this way. I'm over in this other wallet. Let's go ahead and swap this Tron-based for actual Polygon, and I do have Tron in the wallet to cover this fee. And so let's do 20. All right, and now we'll just do the swap. Oops, dropped my phone there. We'll go ahead and do the swap. It wants the card to the back of the phone. We're going to need to give that one a couple of minutes. Looking good. All right, so the tether disappeared, and now we just need to wait a couple of minutes for the Polygon, the native Polygon, to come in, and once we do that, we can send that over to the other wallet for our fees. So, yeah, this is kind of an issue that a lot of people, yes, it is a taxable event. Yes. If you're buying crypto with cash, that's not a taxable event, but any swap of crypto from one to the other is a taxable event. But keep in mind, when you're just kind of doing quick conversions like I'm doing here, there was not a whole lot of profit on that. When I used my Tether to buy Polygon, yes, it was a taxable event, but the capital gains on that purchase were pretty much nil, right? So when I bought my Tether with dollars, that would be how I would eventually have, gotten it. That was just a purchase, right? That wasn't taxable. But when I sold my Tether for Polygon, that was a taxable event, but I didn't make a huge profit on that trade, right? There was no profit to speak of. So I know people are just petrified of taxes and taxable events, and they're always worried, oh my God, am I have to pay taxes on that? Well, not really, because you didn't make any money on that one. So even the CAS, the big one that we did earlier, or that the question is about, okay, I want to sell my CAS for stablecoin. Now that would be a taxable event depending on how much profit you made on your CAS. So if you had CAS and you were in profit when you sold your CAS, then yes, you would need to calculate how much of a profit you made in dollars on that CAS to stablecoin trade, and that is a taxable event. But a lot of the conversions and things that I'm doing for you guys live are really not what most people would consider taxable events. Did this work or did this not work? I thought it worked. Okay. It says sent. All right, so that means I should get it soon. There it is, finally. Okay. All right, so what we need to do now is go back over to this wallet. You can manage multiple card sets in your Tangem wallet, right? So we want to put some Polygon in here, so we'll tap receive. We'll copy that address into our clipboard. We'll go back over to this wallet. We'll go to Polygon and do a send, and then we'll just paste in the address of the other wallet, and we'll just go ahead and actually I won't send it all. I'll send 10 of it. That will leave me some Polygon, or let's send 15 of it. Well, that will leave me some Polygon on this wallet in case that happens to me again, right? We'll need to bring our card up to the back of the phone to do our little transfer. That went off without a hitch. That should happen pretty quick. What? I guess I did send it all. I thought that I had changed that, but whatever. There we go. So we got the Polygon in this wallet now. Now we have the Polygon that we need to do our stablecoin transfer. So now we can go to our stablecoin, we can do our send, and we can scan the address from Coinbase. Tap that little icon there, open up the camera, scan that Coinbase address. Aha, it says it's invalid. The reason that it says it's invalid is because somehow that word Ethereum somehow got read in when we scanned in that address. So all we have to do is tap into this field, whoops, and get all the way. Come on, Rex, you can do this. It's just an edit. There we go. And we just need to erase that Ethereum. It doesn't belong. Oh, I did something. Oh, it has the word transfer at the end. That was weird. Let's try this one more time. Let's scan it in. All right. The word transfer doesn't belong there. Let's and then now let's go get rid of that Ethereum and the colon. Okay, come on, Rex. You can do it. Ugh, jeez. What? Okay. Somehow I've done something weird. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's start over. All right, let's do a send. And let's scan in the Coinbase address. Okay. And I don't understand why it has the word transfer at the end of it, and why it's telling me it's the same as the wallet. It is the same as the wallet. It's not scanning in that Coinbase address for some reason. That is really bizarre. Is it just me? Why isn't it scanning in the Coinbase address? Huh. That's really strange. I don't know why that's happening. It should be 2088C, and instead I'm like scanning in an address from the other wallet. Just bizarro. Okay. Well, things are not behaving the way they should. Am I sending my UST? Yes, I am. That's what I want to do. I want to send my US dollar coin. Or was I doing receive? Maybe I hit receive. Is that my problem? Okay. No, it's still not scanning in the correct address from that QR code. I'm flabbergasted. Okay, well, we can do other things, right? We can just copy this address into our clipboard, and then we can send ourselves a Gmail. What do we want to do? We want to compose. Can I compose? Oh, there used to be the word compose there. Now it's just an edit. Okay. Okay. I'm going to send myself this address. That's the address of my Coinbase account. Now we can go back. God, this is really bizarre. Just freaking out here. Okay. That's okay. I can deal with it. All right, so I got to check my email. There's that address. We'll copy that into our clipboard. Let's go back over here. Let's do that send. We can pull this up so we can double check that address. Let's paste the address in. Am I just going nuts here? Okay. And we'll go ahead and just send 10. All right. All right, we'll hit send. We'll bring the, oh, you can't see my phone. All right, let's cancel. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try this again where you can see me doing it. Let's try it. All right, so we've got the address in our clipboard there. I email myself. I'll copy that into my clipboard. I'll slide back over here. I'll do that send. I'll paste in that address. I'll put in 10. Thank you, L. There. Now I'm going to send it. Okay. All right. Boom. There it goes. All right. Finally. Boy, that was like pulling teeth, wasn't it? All right. So we can, let's see. There should be in the outgoing here shortly. Well, we can monitor it over here in Coinbase. It shouldn't take long. Please come in. How do you tell if airdrops are legit? Well, airdrop can be kind of tricky. Have some in my Phantom wallet with a download sign next to it. Don't know if it's safe. I don't know what you mean by download. A real airdrop will basically just be in the wallet. You don't have to go download anything. I've never seen a download icon in Phantom. So not sure what you mean by that. I don't have the Phantom wallet at the moment. Let's check over here. Let me see if I have it. There. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Are you talking about over here in your NFT? Because, well, are you talking about an NFT airdrop or a crypto airdrop? None of the coins in my wallet have a download icon. So I'm a little confused, and I don't understand what you mean by that. But any airdrop that comes to you unsolicited is probably a scam. Almost 99.9% of the time. If you see something in your wallet that you did not initiate, then just ignore it. It's most likely a scam, especially if they're trying to direct you to some kind of website where you have to connect your wallet to some weird site that and you're dealing with a coin that you weren't even aware of. Probably not a good idea to be poking around in there. If you hear about an airdrop in a news story and you know it's a legitimate airdrop and they give you instructions, or you go to the company's website like Jupiter and they have very specific instructions on claiming the Jupiter airdrop, and you follow those instructions, that's legitimate. But something that just like appears out of nowhere, something you were not aware of, is most likely a scam. I'm not sure what you mean by the download icon. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Or especially if it's an NFT, like these hidden collections here. Like some of these NFTs will direct you to some kind of website where you're supposed to claim this thing. These are almost every NFT that is trying to direct you to a website is a scam. I don't know of any that aren't. Right? So you have to be very careful when it comes. There are two big things that people get their wallets drained by, and those are minting NFTs and claiming airdrops. So they are it's very easy for a scammer with a malicious website to trick you into connecting your wallet to their website, which will initiate some kind of wallet drainer based on a smart contract. Now, keep in mind that they only work on the currency that you're dealing with at the time. So in this case, it's going to try to take you to some sort of Solana draining website. And if it's an Ethereum based token, it'll take you to some Ethereum drainer kind of contract. So those types of drainers only work on the currency that you're dealing with. So it would only, like in this case, it could only drain your Solana, not your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your Polygon, or just the Solana. But these are very insidious. They will trick you into giving them access to your wallet, right? You don't want to connect your wallet to these. Also, I would also caution you if you think, oh, I don't care. I want to make a bunch of free money, so I'm going to try it anyway. Well, if you must, right, then at the very least, move your Solana somewhere else. Move the bulk of your Solana somewhere else before you do sketchy stuff, right? I say, well, it's better to have a secondary wallet for doing your sketchy stuff, like claiming airdrops or claiming or minting NFTs. But if you see it in your go-to wallet and you're like, hey, let me see what this is, at the very least, move your Solana out, because that's what they're going to try to drain. And if you have a whole bunch of other tokens in your Solana wallet that are worth money, get those out of there too before you click on these, whatever they are, download whatevers, right? First My first bit of advice is don't do it, right? But I know people are headstrong. They think that, that this might be the key to unlocking financial freedom, and they're going to get this airdrop that's going to make them a millionaire. It's kind of hard to talk people out of that stuff. I get it, right? There were a lot of things that I did in the days of my youth when I was headstrong that you think, oh, if only, future self could go back and warn past self. Past self would not listen, right? Past self would be like, you don't know what you're talking about. This is a sure thing, So yeah, I mean, I can do my best to advise you against this sort of thing. But if you're gonna do it, take precautions, right? It's dad talking to his high school son on his prom night. My advice is abstinence, right? But if you're gonna do it, at least use protection. So use a secondary wallet or take the huge amount of funds in your go-to wallet. Let's check Coinbase real quick. I want to see if those Polygon tokens came in, or I mean the US dollar coin. Doggone it, where is it? Did it come in or not? I hate when I'm trying to do a demo. Okay, there. You see that $10 pending deposit? That's from my Tangem wallet, right? So we were able to make that transfer. That's the question that was asked was, how do I sell my cash for stablecoin and withdraw it? I think you wanted to withdraw it to, I don't know where you were trying to withdraw it to. You wanted to Uphold. Pretty much the same thing. Uphold is, it would just, let's find out if we can do this on Uphold or not. That would be interesting to find out. Uphold may not allow you to deposit US dollar coin on alternate chains. They may only allow you ERC20. Let's just double check that, because the original question was about Uphold. All right, so I forget how this works. No. Okay, I want to USDC. Okay, good. They have multiple networks. Yeah, so we wanted the USD for Polygon. And yeah, they're like, okay, fine. So there is the Uphold way to deposit stablecoin on the Polygon network, and we could try this weird. I don't know what's going on with my Tangem wallet, but if I want to send, and there it went. If I want to send my Polygon to Uphold. Oh, that worked just fine there. Okay, and then $10 worth, and boom, that's it. Same deal. Hit send and bring your card to the back, and it will transfer your Polygon-based US dollar coin into your Uphold account, just like we did over there on Coinbase, right? Same deal, right? Well, I kind of got distracted today. You guys were asking some very good questions. I want to thank Joseph, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for that. Have you done any Bitcoin Liquid Network videos? No. Bitcoin Liquid Network. I gotta just double check this. I think you're talking about this? Layer 2? No, I have not. I'm kind of an old fart when it comes to crypto. I have trouble wrapping my head around layer 2 stuff. I've done it, but yeah, I have not checked into this yet. I bought a book. My wife got me a book about the Bitcoin Lightning Network for Christmas, and I've looked at that, read a couple of the first chapters. Didn't know about the Liquid Network, so I'll put that on my list of things I need to check out. I'm assuming it's similar to the Lightning Network. It's kind of like you have to move your Bitcoin into it, and then you can transact on the network. But we were talking, originally I wanted to talk about third-party wallets, so I'm going to try to go into that real quick. You saw me using one earlier, the Solana network, the Solana wallet. Is a third-party wallet that I can use in conjunction with my Ledger device. So in other words, they support connecting your Ledger device. Oh, and then we were also messing around over in my Chrome browser on the, no, I guess it was over here. Phantom wallet, right? Phantom is also a third-party wallet which allows me to connect my Ledger device, right? You can connect a hardware wallet. So any of these wallets that are really good for managing Solana can take advantage of the security of your Ledger device. The same with MetaMask. MetaMask is kind of the granddaddy of third-party wallets. Oops, I don't have it in this browser. But MetaMask is also a very safe and secure third-party wallet, which allows you to do, of course, allows you to do advanced stuff and also allows you to connect a hardware wallet. MetaMask is compatible with Ledger and Trezor. So, and then I wanted to point out this little article from Ledger. How safe are my assets if I'm using a third-party wallet such as Yori, Adalite, or Daedalus? Now, these are Cardano-based wallets, but basically, in one sentence, they are just as safe as if you were managing your coins directly on Ledger Live. In both cases, your private keys never leave your Ledger device. Follow these steps outlined to start managing your ADA with a third-party wallet. Now, that's just their statement on the ADA or Cardano-based third-party wallets, but this holds for every third-party wallet. There are no third-party wallet drainers out there. The only thing that could happen when you're using a third-party wallet with your device connected would be a scam where you authorize a wallet drainer on your device, right? That's it. It is not. It does not override the security of the device, right? The end user has to still authorize the wallet drainer by authorizing the wallet drainer on their device. The weak point in that is this one, the end user. The end user is being tricked into authorizing wallet drainers, and usually they're happening when you're doing something sketchy, like trying to claim an airdrop on a weirdo website. Wallet drainers are embedded in malicious websites. So if you're using a third-party wallet, you're not using a malicious website, you're using a third-party wallet. It's when you connect your third party to sketchy and malicious websites. That's how wallet drainers work. A wallet drainer is not going to be on Uniswap or 1inch, these big giant dexes, right, that need you to connect your wallet. Only if you're on some sort of faux site that's pretending to be Uniswap or 1inch are you in danger. So always make sure you're on the official website. Always make sure that if you're trying to claim an airdrop, that you know what you're doing, you know what it's about, and you initiated it. Don't just, get an email or something or in your wallet or something that tries to tell you that you're eligible for a third party or some kind of airdrop or NFT mint, right? If you did not initiate it, don't get sucked into it. Anyhow, I hope you saw me dealing with some kind of roadblocks or issues today. It was a little frustrating, but I got through it, right? But you just have to realize that crypto is not always a straight line. Sometimes you're going to run into issues. Like I ran into the issue of I didn't have enough Polygon in my Tangem wallet for that transfer of my Polygon-based US dollar coin. So I needed to get some Polygon in there. That happens in a lot of situations. People send me a lot of questions about that. I actually had that exact same question. And his question was, why can't I just buy Polygon with my Polygon-based US dollar coin, right? You saw me try to do that, and it wouldn't let me because there needed to be native Polygon in the wallet first, right? I couldn't just buy Polygon with my US dollar coin. Right. What I should have done was sold some of my CAS for Polygon so that I would have some in there. But you saw me run into all kinds of problems, and just realize that you're going to run into issues. This is just normal life. It's an emergent technology. It's not designed for convenience like most of the stuff we see in our life, right? Like our smartphones, and our Alexa devices and all that stuff that's there to make our life more convenient. Crypto is a learning process. There's a learning curve, and you have to, take a step back and do a little research and focus and overcome obstacles, right? They should teach us that in school, right? That's life, right? Evaluating problems and overcoming obstacles should be, something that is in our toolkit, right? So I hope I answered everyone's question. Okay, like knowledge is power. Theo the Evangelist, thank you for that. Scott Lee, thank you for being here. Let's see, Trevor, is there a way to unstake STE through Ledger, just like I staked it with Ledger in Lido? I'm assuming yes. I wonder why people ask me this, because it would seem to be something that would be straightforward. I don't have any STE staked right now. But if you go into the Discover section and go into Lido, wherever it is, if it's in here, I don't know where it is now. Come on, Lido, are you in here? Or are you not? Oh, there. Go into the Lido app and see, if you've got, I have a stake button. But if you've got something staked already, shouldn't this button be unstake? Withdraw. You can withdraw your staked ETH. You can actually sell ST ETH. It can be traded just like Ethereum. But I'm almost certain that there's a way to unstake right here in the stake interface if you've already got some staked. I don't. But I would say go straight to Lido first and see if there's an unstake here. Or, just Google it, how do I unstake Ethereum or ST ETH in Lido? Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. Sorry, I don't have staked Ethereum or ST ETH in here right now to sort of demo that, because otherwise it might, the button might be different than it is now, because right now I'm just empty. But you might want to check these up here, this wrap or this withdrawal or, the rewards or whatever it is that they might have in there, right? I'm going to head out, guys. I try to keep these Wednesdays to an hour. As I mentioned, thanks everyone for being here, everyone that donated. Thank you for your question about airdrops. I hope I gave you some good guidance there. Emmanuel, sorry I don't know anything about Bitcoin Liquid Network. I'll check into that and perhaps get a video cranked out for that one. Check out my channel. Subscribe to the channel if you would be so kind. I would appreciate it. And I've been dropping some shorts on crypto self-custody tips lately. I'm not huge on doing shorts. My channel content does not lend itself to 60-second blips. I'm usually doing some kind of unboxing or, demo, and I can't really do those in 60 seconds, but I have sort of discovered that some of my rants can fit into a 60-second time frame. So I've been dropping some shorts lately, so check them out. And then regular content and live streams, of course, every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. That is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard every Saturday night. And then Wednesday, look for me around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I mentioned, if you subscribe, you'll be alerted when I post some standalone content. So once again, I want to thank everyone for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys again soon. Thanks.